We're here at the Minnesota Zoo,
And we're going to investigate evolution
within birds.
See if you can touch this chicken. It's really still. Oh my gosh.
First, we visited the African penguins. The penguins like 23 to 25 inches tall, and then they were like skinny-ish and upright because they can glide easily through the water if they're skinny-ish and upright. They can also catch fish easier that way. And their beak was adapted to catch and eat marine animals like sardines, which give them a lot of the nutrients they need in other marine animals. They're black on the top so that when predators swim above them, they look like the sea floor, which is really dark, and they're white on the bottom, so that when predators swim below them, they look up and they look like the snow or the glaciers or the sky. And they have webbed feet to make it easier for them to swim and claws for them to catch food. Their wings don't fly, so they have no evolutionary flight pattern, but they do sort of act as like flippers for when they swim.
So after the penguins, we headed down to the Tropics Trail where we saw lots of ducks, and the ducks' bills looked like this. Okay, ducks eat a ton of different stuff, like they can eat fruit, algae, and even like small fish and snails. And their bills are sort of all-purpose, and they can scoop up a bunch of different kind of stuff. And they don't have any sharp, pointy parts because they don't need to crack open anything really usually. Most ducks are mostly brown to blend in with like the brush and everything. And then a lot of male ducks have pretty colors on them so that they can attract mates. Duck feet are webbed so that they can swim. Ducks' bodies are kind of football shaped, so they can like swim and float on top of the water. And their wings are about as big as their bodies when they're folded up, because when they're swimming in the water, they don't need to use their wings, and when they dive down for food, they're going to be out of the way. But then they can expand out and they can fly, so that they can fly and migrate.
Then, we went to see the lesser flamingos, Ellie's favorite animal in the entire zoo. Flamingos are 3 feet tall on average and have long limbs. Their long necks allow them to reach into the water and grab out food for themselves. Their feathers, which are bright pink and black, help attract mates for them during courtship season, and they have a wingspan of approximately 3 feet, which helps them migrate great distances for new food. Like if their current lake runs out of food, they'll migrate, and when they migrate, they fly in V formations, which is an evolutionary technique to fight the wind and to stay together. Flamingos' beaks are sort of filter feeders, which means that they put them into the water and they filter in nutrients such as algae, crustaceans, and small insects, which are the food that they eat, and they suck them in and they don't bring in any of the water, and that's why their beaks are a filter feeder, an evolutionary technique for eating. Okay, flamingos have webbed feet for wading and swimming in their water habitat.
After the flamingos, which were of course the highlight of everyone's day because the flamingos are the best, we saw the roseate spoonbills, which were cool because they looked like flamingos kind of. Both the flamingos and the spoonbills are pink because of the pigment in their diet. They eat similar foods to flamingos, and they eat it in a similar way. Their beaks are spoon-shaped, and they have a sort of bulge on the end. To eat their food, they just put their beak down in the water and they swish it back and forth, and then they can catch their food that way. Their feet are only slightly webbed, and they use their toes to grab onto things like branches to stand on and stuff like that. They use their long legs to wade in the water and their long necks to bend over and eat from the water. They have fairly large wings that fold up to get out of the way, stand on and stuff like that. They use their long legs to wade in the water and their long necks to bend over and eat from the water. They have fairly large wings that fold up to get out of the way. They travel and breed in packs, so when they fly in packs, similar to flamingos or a lot of other birds actually.
As we ate our lunch, we had a fascinating conversation about overproduction in birds.
So, Ellie, how do you think overproduction affects birds?
Well, I think it definitely affects how traits are inherited, because only the offspring with the stronger trait can live.
Exactly right. Like in bald eagles, one with a sharper beak will live longer than one with a dull beak.
Yeah. Some examples of convergent evolution are owls and cats because they both have night vision,
Wolves and eagles because of their claws,
and penguins and dolphins because of their streamlined bodies.
some examples of divergent evolution are lynx and a puma because a lynx has bigger paws,
A muskie and a shark because they have different gills.
and sea otters and beavers because a beaver is fatter and has a bigger tail. As we walked along the Minnesota Trail, which was much cooler and less stinky than the Tropics Trail, we found a bald eagle. Bald eagles have an average wingspan of 6.5 feet. This allows them to soar in the skies looking for prey. His feathers are blackish-brown to blend in forest spaces. The eagle's feet are talons, used to kill their prey. An eagle's beak can be used for tearing, slicing, grooming, and feeding. A bald eagle eats fish, ducks, and birds. The bald eagle, being at the top of the food chain, can eat whatever is easiest to obtain. Elephant birds were hunted to death by humans, causing a rapid decline in the once thriving Madagascar elephant bird population. Elephant birds are believed to have gone extinct around the 1st century CE. There were so many cute animals.
Maddie fed the goats.
I did feed the goats, they were adorable.
We're at the carousel and Maddie's gonna ride the bald eagle.
Also, we played beanbag toss and I totally beat Owen. So, thanks for watching.